from the medical community and from concerned Canadians may back off the Alberta Premier on actually implementing these harmful policies. Clearly, we know, as I said, what works for trans kids is to support and affirm them, and a course of treatment with puberty blockers is part of that successful treatment that allows them to grow and develop into who they really are, and it allows families to have a role in that process, and it allows medical professionals to make the decisions.
If it becomes legislation, what steps should the federal government be taking?
Well, I think that in this case it would regard the Canada Health Act and denying necessary medical treatment under the Canada Health Act. And there are provisions for the federal government to take action when necessary health care is denied to Canadians.
Do you view this as a parental rights issue at all?
Well, I'd like to say, first of all, there's no such thing as parental rights in Canada. There are parental responsibilities. And in Canadian family law, the primary responsibility of parents is to support and affirm their kids. Children have rights in Canada, and these kind of policies restrict the rights that children have in Canada.
So then is this taking away rights from children in your viewpoint?
Absolutely, infringing both on the rights of children, but also, as I want to state again, it's dangerous and harmful to transgender kids, not just to implement these policies, but to talk about them in this hateful way, which results in stigmatization and isolation of kids who are just trying to be kids.
Just to go back to what you were saying about the Canada Health Act, are you suggesting that maybe some funds should be withheld?
I'm suggesting the federal government look at the Canada Health Act and see what options it have. Should the Premier of Alberta, and I understand the Premier of New Brunswick said he's also interested in making restrictions on health care. That's not really allowed under the Canada Health Act. I'm not going to say to the Federal Health Minister at this point what specifically he should do, because we don't know specifically what the Alberta government or the New Brunswick government intends to do.
Just to take a step back, I mean, I guess many of those conversations stem from the fact that people are looking at the numbers. There are more and more. There's been a dramatic increase in the number of trans kids, and some people are wondering whether there's a fashion, like a trend or something. What do you respond to those who say maybe we have to put a stop to that trend?
So there has been no increase in the number of trans people in Canadian society. What we have made is a more inclusive society where trans people don't kill themselves. And so what we're seeing is people being able to be who they are. There is no such thing as an increase in the number of trans kids going on in this country.
But Scan did indicate that, like, for people...
Because of acceptance, people are able to speak about who they are and to live who they are. It doesn't mean there weren't trans people before. It meant they were forced to stay in the closet or they killed themselves.
Do you